Not too long ago, you used to work hard. After that, you would retire right into the sunset, where the employer would literally pay you for life. You had a life of relaxation and a life of freedom. But things are changing. Nowadays, that 65 is becoming more of a moving target, and people are choosing to work well into their late 60s and early 70s. I'll be explaining what is going on. Why is retirement not like it used to be? Retirement is changing. I'm going to be discussing the factors that are driving this up and also what you guys can do to prevent this so that you're able to retire at a good age and still be able to enjoy your retirement. But first, make sure to hit the like, subscribe, drop a comment, or show the channel some love, whatever you would like. If you haven't met me before, my name is Leon Mann. I'm a licensed wealth consultant with Money Assist Financial. And what I do, I help hardworking individuals add an additional multiple 6 to 7 figures to their retirement portfolio. And I also help them to protect the hard-earned money during retirement. Now, when it comes to retirement, more and more people are delaying it because of the number one factor is longevity. People are generally living longer than they did in the past. This means that you could expect to live now anywhere from 25, 30, even 35 years after retirement. When you're living this long, there's a good possibility that you can outlive your retirement funds. So many people are heading back to work because it may not be enough to live off just government benefits alone. And they want to sustain a lifestyle that they feel comfortable and enjoy while they still have time. Hence, people are working longer. The second thing is the increased cost of living. The increased cost of living for housing, the increased cost of living for transportation, the increased healthcare costs, and cost of living in general are driving people to work more, meaning they cannot live off just CPP and OAS, but they want to make sure they have a diversification of income so they're able to sustain a lifestyle that they used to enjoy while they were working full-time. This is something that we call a retirement shock. When you retire, you have a huge drop in income as opposed to when you were working full-time. Many, they're not prepared to downgrade their lifestyles like that. So they're choosing to work longer. Third is benefit plan. The employer used to pay you out a pension for life, something that we call a defined benefit plan, where you work for 30, 40 years, and after you retire, you're handed a pension where the employer will pay you out for life. This used to basically account for your retirement, but now we have to rely on a defined contribution plan. And with a defined contribution plan, it's totally up to us to fund our own retirement. So retirement is more self-directed, and people are choosing to set up other private pensions in the form of TFSAs, in the form of RRSPs, to be able to have income and diversification of income during retirement. The fourth thing is debt. Many people are retiring still having to pay off a mortgage, and they're retiring with line of credit as well as credit card debt. If you have obligations tied down to your money, it's going to be very difficult to enjoy your retirement when you have to pay your bills every month. By the time you finish paying off your bills, you don't have anything left for yourself, much less for other people, right? So if you have debt, you basically have a large and a big obligation to meet, and you will need additional income for that. And also now, people are redefining their retirement, where people are choosing to take up passion projects, hobbies, consultation, and also even part-time work, doing the things that they love in order to occupy their time, the time that they never had while they were working. Last but not least, there's a policy change, meaning that many people are delaying their retirement so they can get a bigger CPP payout. You see, when you wait until age 70, your CPP benefits increase. So many people are choosing to work past the age of 65 so that they can collect this benefit. Now, what does this mean for you guys? Well, for one, when you're choosing to retire, it will require long-term or good financial planning and having a structure in place, meaning that you're gonna need additional streams of income in the form of investments. You also wanna have a debt management program where you can manage your debt into retirement. You also wanna make sure that you're efficient with your taxes in terms of making sure that your investments are not affected by tax. In some instances, taxes can eat away up to 50% of your life savings. So tax efficiency is extremely important when you're planning for retirement. And also, you want to have some kind of a contingency plan or protection plan to protect your life savings in the event of an illness, of an accident, or a death. All of this can eat away at your life savings. So an insurance plan is very important to have a good, reliable retirement. 65 is becoming a moving target, but with a well-structured financial plan, you will have something that you not just only are retiring from, but you will have something where you can retire to. So keep this in mind, and I hope you found value in this presentation. By the way, if you did found value, feel free to hit a like, subscribe, drop a comment down below, and also feel free to check out my other videos where we turn it up a notch. I thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, peace and love. Take care.